phone. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Let me try to find it on YouTube to make sure everything's going okay.
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. It never shows up. It showed up before, and then I shared it, and then I went back to find it, and it wasn't there. But now it's there. We are here, though, for these two, which is also these two. I love these colors so much. I really love this one. Harley Rose.
Yeah.
This is so pretty. I really like it.
She's a good one.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I love Danner too. Someone shared the model's Instagram.
Oh, I did.
Was that you?
Yeah.
I did not remember that was you. Yeah, I liked that though. And you was like that picture of him. I was like, that is so Danner. Yeah. But then this one, I think, is the one that she had seen as King, but she couldn't get him to model until this book.
Oh.
The first book is not the same, I think.
I don't have the paperback of the first one. Wait, is it not really?
Hang on. Look, 1 second. Oh. No. They're two different guys. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they like kind of look alike. I never like this is reverse. Okay. But I feel like that's way more King than that one.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Because she had said like the photo of the model like on a motorcycle like made her create the series. So yeah.
I miss Gianna on Instagram. I want her to come back.
I know. I feel like I don't know what she's doing.
I know. Like, what have you been doing this whole time?
Right? And like I can't tag her in anything. So it's sad. So I listened to the audiobooks. And they include Fallen Sun at the end of Good Gone Bad. Did you listen to the audio?
No, I didn't. I actually did I? No, I physically read these.
Okay. This had Fallen Sun, and then this had a second epilogue. Does this normally have a second epilogue?
Yeah, this one has.
No.
Yeah. Well, it had King's point of view, and then it has. Oh shit! You're right.
My original one doesn't. But okay, I have two. Let me grab my other one. I'm just gonna do that.
Just get them all down.
I should have just brought the entire series down. I have two copies, and one is thinner than the other one. See how the bottom one is thinner?
Yeah.
It's the same book.
Is it the same size?
I don't know if it's just thicker paper. Yeah, because there's only the one epilogue.
How many pages are in each? Mine has 365.
Of this? Oh, you're going to the very end.
Yeah, the very, very end.
Yeah, 365.
Okay.
I think this just has thicker paper than this one, but the audiobook had a second epilogue. What? But now I can't remember what it was.
Is it in the girls?
It was when it's like about their kids. Anybody else listening to the audiobook, please help me. Because in the second epilogue, I'm pretty sure it was this book, they were talking about their kids and how someone's kids were like 8 and Cress and King had 3 kids and Cress said she was pregnant again.
Yeah, that's this epilogue.
No. Are you sure?
Wait.
No, it's not this epilogue.
Hang on.
Yes, I do. Okay. Yes. That's the second epilogue.
Okay. So in the physical book, when was I reading this? Last night, the night before? Something like that. Whenever I was reading it, my elbows were hurting, so I couldn't hold this up. So I got the Kindle Unlimited version. And that has the epilogue.
That's probably why. Okay, that's probably why. The paperbacks don't have that. And so I was listening and I was like, I don't remember this. And then I was listening to the audiobook of this one and I was like, I remember this plot and I was like, I don't remember anything else happening. And it had an hour left of the audio. And I was like, what the heck is up with this book? And then it ended and was like, here's Fallen Sun audio. And that's about Aries. Aries, yes. Yeah. Yes, I forgot his name. Yeah. Which I'd never read Fallen Sun, so that was at least nice to read that. So, yes. It showed Aries because Aries was 16 now and he was like super protective of them. And Zeus's kids were like 8 by then.
Yeah.
They were a lot older. Yes, and she's pregnant again. You read that in the like physical book? Maybe the new ones have it now because these are both older copies. My one was like from when it first came out.
Well, I just got after the fall. Mine was it doesn't say when it was printed. Hang on. Usually it says like when.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't. It doesn't have a copyright page?
Well, it says copyright at the beginning of 2020, but sometimes, you know, like Amazon books at the very end, if they print them.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't have a date at the end. Yeah, someone said it was on Kindle. The person said I read that in the book.
Yes.
Yeah, the Kindle version has the extended epilogues.
Yes. I also have not read this yet, and I know that's from her newsletter. I never read like special newsletter stuff, so.
I think I read that one. I did read Fallen Sun. Yeah, Fallen Sun for sure.
But Fallen Sun was just them going like Christmas tree shopping, right?
Yeah.
Like there's like nothing else to it. See, like I find that boring, so like I don't care about those things. That's why I never read them. Okay, yeah. So if you only read the paperback, thank you, that the Kindle and the audio have different stuff, which was nice.
Excuse me. But that makes me wonder, like, what did I miss with like the other audios?
Yeah.
Oh, Angel? Someone that comment the last one. Yeah, Angel is Zeus's kid's name.
Well, see, then I was like, is she gonna do like a age gap romance with them then, even though he's like growing up as like their sibling? Because she likes to do taboo like that. So
I mean, wait. What didn't she want to say in? I think I'm pretty sure it was your live show, or it was.
The kids are gonna have their books.
Yeah, but she said that's not gonna be for a while.
Right.
I mean, because you have to think, like, in one of these books, you see Lila, and Nova. I always want to say Lila and Nova.
Yes.
Which is next, but they're, like, not even together yet.
Right. So I realized that, like, she heavily foreshadows the fact that Lila, Nova, and Bia and Priest are next. Because, like, then we also got a lot of, like, Priest is here. Here's Priest, and, like, more about his character. And then, like, but there's something going on with him and Bia. And I'm like, how did I not pick up on this the first time around? Like, this is so obvious who the next couples were going to be. So now I'm like, is there like hints of other couples that I haven't noticed yet?
I'm looking out for Axeman. He's mentioned like very few times.
Barely.
Okay. In one of these books, they mention, I think it was after the fall, at her bookshop that she opens. She says that there's a Korean woman that works there called Rainbow.
I don't remember that.
I was just wondering, is that because they never say her real name? I'm like, is that like May? Is it May? The next
May, yeah.
May. I'm like, she didn't.
I thought she said we haven't met May before.
Yeah, but she's friends with. Wait, I don't know. I'm getting way too into who's who. Yeah, me too. She's really cool.
But what did you guys rate the books? Because we skipped it. We just like got right into it.
Sorry.
I will say this is my least favorite and still is my least favorite. Oh yeah, Rainbow was one of the teachers. I remember that. And they made fun of that other teacher all the time together. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
School. Yes. I still really love this one. I wish the dog didn't die. But this is also like not my favorite of the series, but I still love it. So like I think I gave us like 4.5 and this one 4. Especially I know, is McKay still here? Because I know this one really makes her mad because of the fact that he dies and like isn't dead. But I feel like they didn't really like flesh that out because it was like at the immediate end. She was like, I need to go to Alaska. And it's like she jumped off the cliff and asked I forget who it was, Eugene, to come and get her in the boat.
You know, for some reason, like, okay, I know you don't like this because you don't like seeing like couples happy in love. You like the super angstiness. And for some reason, I had trouble getting through this one.
Yeah.
Reading it for the second time, because I remember I thought there was more angst surrounding her and King not being together for very long. Like I thought it was longer.
Yeah.
But I definitely gave this, I think, 4 stars the first time I read it. It's definitely 4 stars now. And I have like a better appreciation for them.
Yeah.
Like I love them in their own way. And I mean, I hate that he's a freaking cop, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But I think it's interesting how this one, as I show us, and this one take place at the same time. And I didn't remember that.
Yes.
So also this is backwards. I can never know which one I'm holding up. This one, like how it's like reversed with our camera.
Yeah.
This one like flies through the fact that, oh yeah, and Harley Rosen like stabbed Danner, and then Cress was called over, and then it's over. And I was like that just like sped through all of that, because like half of this is this whole book, which I thought like that was interesting that it overlapped.
I think she starts doing that, because I want to say Inked and Lies starts in the middle of Good Gone Bad, technically.
Because Welcome to the I don't have Welcome to the Dark Side. Doesn't Welcome to the Dark Side happen at like a couple years after Lessons in Corruption?
Yes, I know that King and Cress
is 4 years. This is 4 years after book 1.
Because yeah, I want to say it's a couple years, because wait.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Like that was dumb. How she decided to just jump off the cliff.
Oh,
knowing
yeah.
he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different. I think Gianna likes to be dramatic in some ways.
Yeah.
When she writes.
Yeah. No, but this one they definitely said that Cress is 30 now. So like King and her, I really did like. I think this is like more so just like for the fans and not necessarily for the story, because we get to see Cress and King get married. Cress is pregnant, and they go and see Zeus locked up in jail, like, and she's all in her wedding dress, and it's like very sentimental, and like Lou has her babies, but I'm just like, this didn't really add a whole lot. Just the fact that the I don't think we haven't spoiled any other books. We're just talking about these two. I haven't said anything about the other books, have I? Okay. I don't think I've mentioned anything.
I mean, I mentioned Leela.
Well, Lila and Nova are together.
Nova, but
that's
weird.
That's their book, yeah. But this one, where was it going? Oh, the only like conflict was like with the cops, but like that's been a conflict. And I guess, did they kill Danner's dad? I don't even remember.
Yes.
They tortured him.
No.
Priest did.
Well, maybe.
I don't know if he's alive or not. And like Javier's still like in the background, but like still nothing's happening with him. But he's the mayor now, which I forgot. Because Lou's dad is dead. So
what I find interesting is I literally thought that she wrote this one as a novella. I
mean, it feels like a novella for her because it's so short.
It does. So I was filming a book off because I got this like last week or whenever I got it, and I was like, oh, it's like 200 pages. I'm like, this book is 350 pages.
Okay. I didn't remember what happened to the dad.
Yeah, there's like a gap, like a 1-year gap between Lessons and Dark Side, and then Dark Side and Good Gone Bad. Yeah. I honestly think it's because like a lot of, I think we say this with After the Fall, this really starts up the plot and sets up the plot for the next 2 books a lot for the conflict. So that's why we always say you kind of have to read them in order. But like, I personally don't know how she would have put so much stuff into the plot for the other 2 books if she didn't have this book. Like, I honestly feel like it's necessary.
Yes.
Because I don't know where she couldn't put it in Good Gone Bad, because Good Gone Bad was about
nothing to do with this.
Danner, Danner getting
and not the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the whole other club, like the Berserkers or whatever they're called.
Yeah. But what did you guys like about, before we skip past After the Fall, let's go with Good Gone Bad. Okay. What did you rate it, and did you like it? And I mean, I really like Harley Rose's character. It was just, this was so detached from the Fallen Men MC, because she is with the other MC undercover and like cutting off her family, ignoring them. So this felt like not as much a part of the series because of that. But we do get to see them in the later books. So yeah. That's also why I didn't love this one as much, but I do like their relationship we have with the flashbacks of them together. We're introduced to Honey in this book, which was Honey. Honey was
Yeah.
Which now I don't remember which one they met her. They met her in this one. They saw her in this one.
Yeah.
Yes. Because she was at that club. Okay. These are running together now because I listened to them back to back. I will also say this has been my least favorite audiobook so far. I was not a fan of the narrators. So yeah.
Both the male and female you didn't like?
Yeah. So.
Do you remember who they were? Are they like well-known ones or no?
I do not remember.
Okay.
I did not want him to die. And I was very mad that he died.
I mean, like, I feel like, oh, didn't Gianna say this in one of her interviews? She was like, yeah, I wrote that before I had a dog, and I can't believe that I did that, because I would never.
Oh, I don't remember saying that.
I think it was on one of, like, an Instagram live that she did.
I have no idea he could start with book 6. But.
Oh, I loved Wrath in this book. I forgot how much he was in this book.
Yes, which also had me confused because I started and I was like, why are they talking about Kylie? And then I was like, oh, this is like now that a timeline made sense. I was like, oh, this is before. Okay. But like also I didn't remember that Wrath was also part of was it the Berserkers, whatever that other I didn't remember that he was part of them too. Because then that he like was fake dating Harley Rose to like protect her.
Oh yeah.
From that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But then and also like there's underground fighting in like every single dark romance. And so how Danner had to like be part of that tournament and he had to go first and like the guy like I think Gianna did a really good job of showing like how unique the Fallen are because like when you think of motorcycle clubs it's like you think of the Berserkers one where they're like just womanizers and the women are property and like you literally do whatever you want with them and they're not nice to people. They like and like that's what Harley Rose got wrapped up in.
At first I forgot that he was undercover in this book, so when he chooses Harley Rose and I was like, oh my god, is she gonna have to like do stuff with him? And then and then I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. It's coming.
He was using her as a cover too. Yeah, which I really liked. But like Harley Rose goes through a lot of bad things, which is really sad because she is such a strong female character, but it can show you how wrapped up in that stuff she can get. And people think that you can take care of yourself, and she pushed so many people away. It was really hard.
Yeah, it was I don't think I cried in I cried in After the Fall when I was reading it, but I didn't cry the second time. Like rereading it, I did cry. But Good Gone Bad, I didn't cry. I teared up at the parts where HR is like going through, you know, the kind of emotional turmoil that she has to deal with after everything. Like when everything's said and done and she has to go home and she's like sitting with it and she just sobs. That was really hard because it's like we see her in the first 2 books that she literally slaps Lulu, you know, just for, you know, being around her dad or anything like that. But then at the same time, it's like the super strong, independent woman that had to go through that. You know what I mean? It was really hard to read it.
I do agree with this though that nobody recognized Danner when his dad is like such a prolific cop in their town.
Yeah.
Especially her mom, but didn't her mom end up saying that she recognized him? And then like but through the whole thing with the mom, I was like, is she really that evil or is she like playing both sides or like no, she was just like really that evil.
Yeah, I think she reminds me of one of those older females that kind of just like that are obviously not good. We know that she wasn't good because of how she took care of her kids of Cress and HR, not Cress, King and HR. But when I think it was like she just hops around from man to man until she gets everything that she can from them. So like years ago, she says, oh yeah, we had something like years before Zeus. And I'm like, well, yeah, now you're back because you're trying to get something. Like, what are you trying to get? That's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah. What I don't know, I know Zeus mentioned it, but like what did Zeus ever see in her that he would have 2 kids with her. And he did say, like, she used to be different, right?
Yeah.
But how? She's so awful.
I think he was 18 when King was born.
Oh, true. He was really young.
So yeah, because King was 18 and he was 36 at one point. Whenever,
Yeah.
in the first book, I remember them saying that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it was one of those things where he got her pregnant and was like, well, I guess I gotta, do what's right, and I just gotta deal with her, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I teared up at that part. I did.
The only book I cried in this entire series is Inked and Lies, and that's the only one I've cried in. So
I was like, I really wanted to like scream at the book and be like, Zeus, you can see through her. Like, that's your daughter. Like, she's not doing this on purpose. Like, how do you not know? Oh, it was so hard.
But why was Harley Rose dating the guy she killed in the first place?
I think she was going to school in that town. And I think that she says it at the beginning. Oh, what does she say? I think it was just like one of those people to like make time go by, I think,
like,
or something
pass time with, and it just got too much.
Yeah. I forgot the book opens up with all of that, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I've heard stabbing him and then calling Danner. Yeah.
Someone mentioned about Danner and the parts of the book that they weren't expecting. I don't know if you want to talk about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is it spicy stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I liked that part of it. I know some people don't, but I like that part.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. No.
I don't remember.
No. Because in Welcome to the... Well, I don't think she was in high school because how old is she in this book? She's 20.
Didn't she lose age?
21? 20? Yeah, because her and Lula were the same age because she was in high school as a cheerleader.
Right, but I know she was like trying to move on from Danner, but like why date someone that horrible MC?
I honestly think she was trying to rebel. Honestly, I think she was just being HR and she wanted to be rebellious. I think she mentioned that because someone was like, why? I think. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And the second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harley Rose was pretty young in the first one.
Yeah.
Gosh. Let me blow my nose real quick. Hold on. Mute myself. Okay.
I do not remember
this. You guys remember like this is my third time reading some of these, and I do not remember these like super tiny details.
I mean, like I love these books, but wow.
She was trying to get information after. Yeah. I don't think that was her intention at first, because then she was like, oh, now I'm going to stay in the club to help the cops after Danner came and picked her up. And I liked how she was jealous of the other cop. She was jealous of the other cop, and then she was jealous of the girl that he was dating in the club too. Oh, but I loved his tattoo and how it was a lion with the roses, and she's like, that's me. And it was cute.
I also forgot that they were not under, but like with Danner when they were like, when her mom overdoses, they take.
Oh yeah,
his mom takes them in.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
Which also was very interesting, like showing how Danner's parents are now, and they're like, we literally helped raise them, and now look at like what you're trying to do to them and their family. Yeah. Which I thought was really interesting.
But I think Danner's mom is very much like.
That was Cricket?
Wait.
I remember that scene, and that's when Harley Rose like attacked Lou right after this. Interesting.
I mean, I was gonna get my book out, but like I trust you guys, so
yeah.
That's just so weird that I didn't pick up on that.
Well, I don't remember his name. Like, I knew that she had, like,
Yeah.
stabbed her boyfriend and killed him. And
you know what? I think I remember that. He wasn't in the MC, and then he joined the MC.
Okay.
That's what I think she said that in this book. Yeah.
It is just more like she's rebellious, and so she's gonna date the bad boy.
Yeah.
This is something that I figured would make some people mad, that like Danner was actively dating someone in the motorcycle club as a cover, and like would make out with her in front of Harley Rose when Harley Rose was there with Wrath. So
I'm someone I don't really care. Like, if I can see where it's like coming from in that way, that doesn't usually bother me.
Yeah. And I don't see that as like cheating, and that they weren't together officially.
Technically, yes.
Yes. Oh, you skipped Good Gone Bad?
Aw. They're such an underrated couple.
I feel like nobody talks about their book. And like, I get it, because like I said, it's not with all of the beloved MC characters. And it's more focusing on just Harley Rose and Danner. But I like how it was kind of like they grew up together, but still fell for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like that, it's not friends to lovers, because they definitely had like past, but
yeah.
I don't know what you would call that. Second chance, I guess.
Yeah. This is sad.
I mean, I cried more for Mute than I did for Hero, but
yeah. Oh, that's true. I did cry in book 2 when Mute died. I forgot that I did cry in that part. Yeah. But he did buy her a new dog, which was cute.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There was something. I didn't tab these books because like if I don't have like if it's flush and there's like I don't want tabs sticking out, you know.
Oh, but you will for the hardbacks.
Yeah, I did tab Lessons and Welcome to the Dark Side for that because like I can hide the tabs like when I take pictures, you know. But for these, because I put the tabs that I was using in the front because I was like, no, I'm not gonna tab it. But now I'm like, now I don't remember. Was it in this book? Kylie dies in this book, right? Or was it after the fall?
It was this one.
It was this one. Okay.
And technically after the fall, but we only saw it in this one.
Yeah, that made me.
Yeah. Well, but they didn't like show her dead, right?
No. They just said she's dead, and I was like, wait.
And they like chopped her up or something, put him in the water or something. I remember them saying that. But
I'm like, dang, that's brutal.
But we barely got to meet her too. I wish that was like more.
Yeah, we barely get to see her, but you see it really from Wrath's point of view and what he feels for her. So that makes me feel like super sad when you get to see how much a character feels for another, even though you don't get to see their perspective. It just makes me feel so sad.
Yeah. Like, well, that's why I do want a Wrath book.
Yeah.
But he's got to get over Kylie.
Like after the fall, he was like, oh my God, they put him in like a trailer on their land. It was like, just go be out there by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? I thought that maybe she wasn't dead because
they don't show her dead.
Exactly. We just get to see that she's dead. But Gianna did say, she was like, look, I'm done. She's like, I'm not going to keep doing this.
But she's only done that for one character.
Yeah. For King. She was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe she could. Because they never show Kylie's dead. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
No, honey.
But like, did they talk about not having King's body?
Yes.
They did, because they had his funeral.
Yeah, Cressida was like, I can't believe. Well, at the beginning, when she was still wearing her wedding dress, they were like, or maybe it was the next day, they were like, I think it was in her head, she was like, we don't even have his body. Like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, I don't even know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do no one go look? Like, to no one take a boat? I would have taken a boat. If I was Cress and I was in that position, I would have been out there every day.
Yeah. But like reading this back and knowing that King's alive, I was like kind of annoyed with the funeral scene. I was like, yeah, he's not dead though. So why are we all like giving these speeches about him? Like, this is annoying.
I wish King groveled more, because like if that was pulled on me, I would be furious.
Like, well, because like that's what my issue with this book is that the ending happened so fast.
Yeah.
She just like goes and is like, I need to go to Alaska, and then like jumps off the cliff, and like that's it.
I swear there was more to it. Like, I swear when I read it the first time, I was like, so like, oh my God, he can't be dead. Like, I kept turning the pages and reading. I'm like, he can't be. I thought like all of the crying and stuff she did happened during that time. Like, she went on this big journey and she traveled on the bike and she went up to Alaska and she found all these clues. Like, I thought we got to see that part, but no,
because like this is his funeral and this is the oldest part left. Like, life went on. That's 3:30. And then she's like, I'm going to go drive a motorcycle pregnant on my own. All the way to
Lulu was like, are you sure?
Right? He's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And she's like, I'm going.
I did feel bad for Zeus. Like, he has been through so much. And to have that pulled, oh.
No, literally it's 10 pages. That's all we get. From her jumping to seeing King is 10 pages. So.
It was longer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And this is true too. Like, he's not dead.
Yeah.
Did they all go through all this?
And I also,
okay, like, I know this,
yeah,
but like someone could have known beyond what just Eugene knew. Okay, but like that was because they talked about going to Alaska together for their honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even realize, like, pointing out that she jumped off that cliff pregnant.
Yeah, that's stupid as
knowing that King was alive.
Yeah. Wait, did she know by then, or did she have like a feeling?
I feel like she knew, because that's when she was like, oh, I know now why he was circling everything with Alaska. And you can definitely, like, if a boat is there, you can jump and get in the boat just fine.
You know what? I may be thinking of part of, and I swear to God, my emails won't stop every time I get on a live show. I may be thinking of Inked in Lies, honestly. Because obviously the story picks up, I think, with Inked in Lies right after the fall.
I know.
And I think, bless you. My goodness.
I have a cold if you guys can't tell. Sorry, I'm trying to be as least not as annoying as possible. Yes. I don't remember this because it was only for like 10 pages.
That's what I'm saying. I think like we must be thinking of, because we've already read the other books.
Oh, okay. Is it in the other books?
I think they talk about it, because we don't even get to see in After the Fall how everyone reacts when he gets back.
Okay. So no, we're not talking about Inked in Lies because that's for next time.
No. I'm just saying, obviously the story continues. So you get to see the aftermath of what King did and everything from After the Fall in Inked in Lies, because it continues. I didn't realize After the Fall, I was trying to figure out, I like to see where the titles come from, right? Like, I'm always that type of person. And I don't know where it was.
Fall off the cliff?
No. No. Aries says it. He's talking about, was it? Oh, what book it is? It was Paradise. It may be in Paradise Lost, or maybe they were talking about a different book that he was reading, but he was talking to King. I think it was King, and he was talking about like, After the Fall, like, of Adam and Eve.
Oh, of Adam and Eve. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool that that's where the title comes from for that one. I don't think I got Good Gone Bad. I don't think I saw where that came from.
I think, is that Danner going like from like?
Well, obviously it's Danner, but like in Lessons in Corruption, King says, I'm going to teach you. Yeah, I'm going to teach you lessons in corruption. And then Welcome to the Dark Side, Zeus says it to Lulu. It was like, welcome to the dark side, Lulu, because I tabbed that part. But because I didn't tab these, I'm like, where is it? So if you know, I think I just might pick up the Kindle version.
See, when I read that epilogue, I was like, oh, I need to like go back and physically reread it to like make sure I get everything. But it's not in my copy, so I'll have to get the ebook.
Yeah. But like I feel like I keep talking about After the Fall. Have we moved on, or are we still talking about Good Go Bad?
Oh, we can. I mean, we're talking about both now. So
Yeah.
oh,
There's
she
not
said.
really a lot other than like, I mean, like I personally think that HR's like arc in this book was really good. I don't think Danner had like a huge arc, but I think that HR, I mean, obviously this was an HR book, like no line about that. That was definitely her book. Oh, does he say it? Okay, cool. Oh, does she? She says it at the end when they're back together. When he sees her at the hospital? That's when they get back together. Maybe, okay, maybe we're at the very end. Yeah. I love how when HR, what'd you say?
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love when HR she walks into the hospital and King gives her like the biggest hug. And he just like just, I don't know, that's super sweet.
Yeah.
And then freaking Nova like,
what?
I was gonna say Nova gives like a big bear hug too.
Oh yeah. And they're like, we're motorcycle men, like we shouldn't be doing this. I don't remember if it was that hug scene, but also, what was I gonna say?
Lysander?
Hold on.
I thought Lysander's I swear my emails. I don't know why it does this. Lysander had a pretty cool part, I will say.
Yeah. So we know like Lysander's still around 8 years later, because I know a lot of people refer to the second epilogue in this book because it's so far in the future.
Yeah.
I like that we know he's around and he's alive and he's working on mending their relationship.
Yeah.
I forget though, like they keep on talking about how like giant Lysander is, and I like for some reason don't picture him as like being as big as Zeus.
I don't either. I picture him very like lanky and tall.
Me too.
Okay.
I don't know why, but okay, Lysander better get a book because I'm so intrigued by his character, and people think it's gonna be Lysander and Honey together.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I personally think that Lysander has a bigger role than we think.
Oh yeah. He's hiding a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I honestly think he's probably going to be one of the last books we get that Gianna writes in this generation of the Fallen Men series. Like,
but that's so annoying to wait. But like, I do think unless it's different in the next two books, but I feel like Axeman came out of nowhere because rereading these, the amount of times that like Cressida and Harley Rose talk about Bia and Lila, and like Lila and Nova and all of them, I'm like, well, duh, they would have had the next books. Like, because I remember like really, really wanting Nova's story because of how much we saw him and Lila. So that was like pretty obvious that was book 4, book 5. But book 6 to me was a shock because I don't remember seeing Priest as much. But then I noticed her saying, oh yeah, like Priest is like anybody but Bia. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I don't know, like, because who else? Do they have Cyclops? But someone said that he had his story.
Yeah, that was the 0.5 thing. Did I read that? I don't remember. Okay, so it mentions at the end. So King and Cress, Bat, but Bat has someone, doesn't he? Yeah, he has a family. Buck and Maja. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
To be fair with this, though, Zeus was in jail. So I don't know how he could have told him that he was what he was going to do.
I mean, they listen. Like, they monitor that, like, whatever you're saying for most of it. So we have Bonner. Is it Boner or Bonner?
It's Boner.
Lovely.
He's always grabbing his stuff.
Sai with his Tay. So I don't think Cyclops and Tay are going to have a full story. Because they had their little... their thing, unless Gianna turns that into a thing. So they mention Axeman, because I'm looking at the epilogue 8 years later. They mentioned Curtains, Boner, and Axeman. That's the single people. Smoke and Riley. Who is that?
Smoke and Riley? I don't know.
Where did I get that name? So that's the only single people they mention besides Lysander.
But like, I could not read a book and take it seriously if it was Boner or Curtains because of where their name comes from. I'm just like, I could not take you seriously as a romantic hero.
Just like, you know what? I personally hate the name Lionel. I hate that name. I refuse to call him that if I can.
Right. See, I just call him Danner.
I do too, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I definitely didn't read that because I would have remembered that.
So the sex trafficking storyline really comes in later. I think they've mentioned it.
Yeah.
With Javier, but
Honey, they mention in one of these books that we just read, Honey is captured because that's why Farrah goes to the Berserkers.
Yes.
Curtains. Okay, so that anthology, it's not available.
No, and like it was supposed to not be available right after the live I did with her, but I looked at it during the live I had with her, and it was like only available on audio, and the ebook was no longer available.
Yeah.
So I hope she releases it as its own because I also think it's kind of annoying when authors don't offer stories outside of those collections.
Yeah.
Especially when they're so limited, or like keep the collection available forever, because now I'm like, oh, I didn't realize. Yeah. Who's Curtain story with then? It was a Christmas one. It was like the 12 dates of something.
Oh, the 12 nights. That's the anthology. Yeah. Something nights, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only single people. So I'm like, okay, but she did tongue-tied. She did say she has 10 books planned for Fallen Men.
Okay.
So Axeman is 7.
Yeah.
Now, do we count After the Fall separately? So is it only 6? Because there's 6 actual couples?
No, I think I would count that as the story. But then we know Lysander has to get one.
Yeah, that's why I think he's going to be the last one. Who else?
Well, but then like Axeman is someone that's barely mentioned, and he's getting his book, so it could be someone. I think Wrath has to have one.
Yeah, I think 7 is going to be Axeman. Lysander probably will be 10. It's either Wrath or Lysander is going to be the very last one, because that's one of the people. Like we don't get a lot about them all too much now. Right. But I don't know who that other one's going to be, unless she does it where she's like, no, we're going to bring it back to one of these other couples. I don't want her to go back to Zeus and Lulu. Like, don't ask her for that. I don't.
No, she said she never will.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. Oh, Cleo with Kodiak. They better be a couple.
Oh,
I forgot about them.
Okay, yeah. But they're not mentioned in the 8 years later one.
No, and they haven't even been mentioned in the books yet. I don't think. Have they?
Cleo has.
Cleo has. Okay, but Cody has not. Kodiak, because he's Native American.
Yes. Okay, so I think I know who the next. Okay, so it's gonna be 7 is gonna be Axeman in May.
Did she say that they were gonna be a main couple?
I don't think she said that MM was going to be in the Fallen Men. Did you catch that they mentioned the Lombardi guy?
No, but I know she does.
No, I caught it. I was like,
but because like when they asked, like, are there going to be any MM couples? She was like, oh well, there is Benny and what's his name, who are like side characters,
and we see them in After the Fall a lot because they work at the bookstore.
Yeah.
Well, even in this 8 years later epilogue, it says Nova with his wife.
Yeah, could be obvious.
I know, right?
But does it say that Lysander's single in the 8 years after?
Yes. He comes to the house for the party. I mean, I'm assuming so because he didn't come with anyone.
Okay.
I love that HR's kids call Zeus Papa.
Yeah.
I think that's really cute. Now I'm like looking for clues. Also, the way that Danner and HR look at each other, like while they're in that club, the Berserkers, I'm like, how did no one catch them?
Right. Well, yeah, I think that there's a lot.
Oh, there's going to be Yeah.
They mentioned Kodiak? I do not remember.
Oh, you know what? I think they did. When I read on my Kindle for some reason, like I should have highlighted on my Kindle.
I didn't realize I was still muted. That's why I want to physically read though Inked in Lies, because like reading an audio, like I can miss specific things like that.
Yeah.
But it has been fun rereading an audio because I think it's interesting. I wish I'd remembered to ask her like why book 1 is her only one that's not dual perspective. Because we don't get King's perspective in book 1, do we?
Yes, we do.
You sure?
Yeah. Right? I'm not, my lessons in corruption is literally at the bottom of this stack, and I know it's going to fall over if I try and grab it.
I'm pretty sure the audio only had the female narrator.
Did I listen? I don't know if I listened to the audio. Well, because I thought, oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, probably, wait. Oh, didn't she say something about the POVs? No,
yeah,
we don't.
It's only narrated by a female. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's why we finally got like a king narrator in here.
Yeah.
And like he talks about when he first saw her and he was like love at first sight. Yeah.
I did like the part in After the Fall though where he was planning everything he was gonna do, and you could like looking back or reading it again, I could tell, like pick up on things, how he was writing that poem all over her body.
Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Hector with the paint.
I read that book like 8 years ago, so however long ago. 5 years ago? Yeah.
Are you doing a reread?
I mean, I want to read it at some point, but I'm not doing the Sarah J. Maas along.
Okay.
But I do need to reread at some point. I feel like I reread it before book 3. I don't remember. What?
I don't know what I was going to ask. I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah,
but I don't know
why she only had one POV. That's actually really interesting.
Right. Why we didn't see King's perspective, but I feel like all of them are really, really good with both. Like I couldn't imagine book 2 and 3 without both of their perspectives. So
I wonder if like, because I was thinking that's not her first book that she wrote, because the affair was.
No. Right.
So I was like,
trilogy.
Maybe she wrote lessons and was like, got feedback when she published it or something. I know that was kind of a long time ago. It was like, we need both of these. Maybe. Because I know authors do that. They like, she seems like an author that actually listens, you know, and people are like giving criticism, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
You wonder like if Aries' family is going to be connected to something.
Yeah, I am too.
He's so closed off about it.
Yeah, I am. Oh, I got really pissed off in After the Fall when the cop pushes Aries to the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll fight you.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
But like Aries was recording the whole thing.
Yeah, like smart. He's a smart kid.
Yeah. But yeah, the cops are so awful.
Oh.
And when they went into her bookstore and started like destroying it and like destroying the couches, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I would have like, I guess, where do you go? Like when police officers are doing that.
He could be.
I don't know.
Because his parents are not good people. And like the only people in town that aren't good are like Javier's whole thing. So I don't know. Yeah. But I think it's interesting because isn't Fallen Sun supposed to come before book 2?
Yeah.
No, after book 2.
No, it's 0.5.
It's 0.5?
I thought so.
Okay. Because I only really noticed Aries being talked about in book 4 because I wasn't trying to pay attention to him in book 3 because I didn't hear
right.
the audio.
No, I was totally wrong. I thought it was 0.5. It's 2.5.
Because I think Cyclops. Yes.
Yeah, Out of Sight is 0.5.
Yeah.
God, I hate that she does that. So there's Out-of-Sight, Lessons, Welcome, Fallen Sun, Good
Right.
Gone
So
Bad.
I'm annoyed that it's at the end of the third book of the third audiobook if it's 2.5, because then I would have wanted to listen to or read Fallen Sun before Good Gone Bad.
Good point. There's Fallen King, too. My review says, Gianna just loves to make me cry. So I don't know what the novella was about.
I did not notice the flowery writing. I did notice with book 6 that it's much more descriptive than the other ones. But I haven't noticed that with these, especially with the audio. I did not notice.
So I've had this conversation with Sam because she said that it was hard to get past that physically reading because it's so flowery and so descriptive. And I totally understand that. I am just someone who enjoys that writing. Like,
yeah.
Not that like I prefer that all the time, but I prefer it in this case. The way that she writes it works for me. So I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I think for Lessons, I think Lessons is like flowery in the way that King is a poet, so it's gonna be more flowery, if that makes sense. But then again, I feel like all of Gianna's writing, after reading all of her books, I feel like that's just a staple in her writing. She is a very poetic writer in that way.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it.
But I did notice that her writing does get better after book 1.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Rereading
them? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Riley in her vlog looked up how many times he said babe. I have not noticed that. I don't know why it didn't bother me, but like I did not notice how often he said babe, and I didn't care. But I guess
I watched her vlog. When I watched her vlog, she was like, it's every 2 pages. Oh, that made me laugh out loud when I watched her vlog. I was dying. Like, I was literally like tears in my eyes crying because I was laughing so hard.
Yeah. I just remember that book 6 is very poetic and like.
But I think, like, for me, I associate that with the characters. So, like, I don't see Bia. Is it? Now I'm like, is it Bia? That's right? Because I always want to say Bay, but it's not.
I think they said Bay in the audio.
Oh, did they? Okay.
But it's Bia.
But I don't see like Bia as a very poetic or flowery person, but I see Priest in the way that his mind thinks. Like you'll see when you read that one, he is that way. And like when you get to know him and his story and stuff like that, it's the same thing for me when I think of like I don't think of HR as that type of person, but I think of Danner as that type of person. So the way it was written of how flowery and descriptive everything is, I associate that with the characters. So that makes sense in my head. Like Inkton Lies, I think, is probably my favorite book, but that's because I see both characters in that light. They're very poetic, I guess.
Yeah. I just guess I don't realize, like, I know he says Queenie, but like that's just who they are, and they like to like play off of each other's names. But I did not notice how much he said babe.
At least it's this word. At least it's babe and not the other B word because, yeah.
Because there are motorcycle romances that call them that.
I'm reading It Ain't Me, Babe, now, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. It just depends on how the author wants to do that, because that's common, like, biker talk.
And that's honestly, like, why the Fallen Men series is the only MC romance that I read.
Yeah.
I can think of, like, a couple other ones. But I don't know.
I mean, are you not liking It Ain't Me, Babe? Because I love that book.
I'm on chapter 8, 7. I'm not far into it. It's just the way that they describe it. You know what I mean? Just not. I mean, like, oh, who messaged me? Oh, Brie messaged me today because I said I was reading it. She's like, okay, if you get past that word, it's a great story. So everyone wants my opinion on it. And I'm like, I don't know why. I mean, like, I'm gonna read it. I was planning on it.
It's so old, though.
I know. I'm reading all the old books. I just read Credence.
Oh, that's fine. But I'm just like, I don't know. I'm surprised that all these people want your opinion.
I don't know if it has to do with the disability rep though.
Oh, okay. The
Hero.
Yeah, his stutter?
Mhm.
Does he have a stutter? Yes.
Yeah. Which is kind of confusing because everyone
Well, I know because he signs. He uses ASL.
Yeah, but they say he's mute, and I'm like, but I don't think that's the right term to use anymore.
Well, they call him mute. Like that's his biker name.
Yeah, yeah. No, I meant like right now. I don't think mute is like the right disability term to use. If that makes sense.
Oh,
I
like
can.
calling him mute.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm talking about "It Ain't Me, Babe" by Tilly Cole. Oh, I have it downstairs. I don't have the physical book with me. It's part of the Hangman
The
series.
Hades Hangman series.
Hades Hangman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even talking. Yeah. I'll message you later about this
I
book.
just really love like cult stuff in books too, so I love that like they're escaping from a cult.
Yeah, I figured that out. I didn't know that about her. So when I realized where
Yeah.
she comes from, and I was like, oh, okay.
And I just remember the ending being wild. So
Oh God, don't tell me that. Wait, are you talking about this comment Zapata? Mariana Zapata has an MC book?
yeah, Under Lock.
Oh, I read that one. Did I not remember? I read that years ago. I could be, yeah, I don't think I remember
Pretty
that.
sure it was Under Lock. But it's just interesting how authors write MC differently.
Yeah. I also think it's cute. Someone said it's everyone calling her Queen and Queenie. I like how it's King and Queen, and then they have a son and they name him Prince.
Ninja Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cute.
That is really cute. But yeah, this I will say is one of my favorite MC just because of the way, so like I think you said it just earlier, that how different they are.
Yes.
Obviously, compared to the Berserkers, like you get to see that
Yeah.
they're just really different.
Some people do write them where they're really disrespectful.
I was gonna wear this today because I finally got it in, but
Yeah.
I already had a different shirt. I might wear it next live show. Or maybe for Caution to the Wind, but I'm like, yeah, I got it. I wore this to the bike store with Brandon.
Yeah.
And I was like flipping my hair, and some people looked down at it because I wanted people to see it. And Brandon's like, no one is gonna see your shirt. No one is. I'm like, you never know.
It Ain't Me, Babe was in the Mystic box. And it's
was it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Of course. You know what? See, I'm just reading all of the books.
Everything after Mystic, so you can love it and then be like, now I can't get that book.
Yeah. I mean, I got lucky with Credence, so I'm not going to push my luck on that one. But
I'm dying to know what the books are in the Penelope box.
But what Penelope box?
Mystic Box is doing Penelope Douglas again.
Oh, I'm on their wait list. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay.
Is this good or bad? I'm assuming you mean that in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, I love King for that reason. I think he's very alpha in that way. But like,
well, and I like how he's just like, I like you. You're like, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure you're 18? But then Zeus says that. Zeus is very upfront. He's like, you know, this kid knew what he wanted at 8 years old. So some kids just know what they want, you know?
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. I know, it's just like interesting what books people don't like in the series for different
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, I understand lessons if you are a teacher. Jess from Honest Fiction, I forgot that she's a teacher. And she messaged me. She's like, can I DNF this one and just move on? And she was like, it just weirds me out, but I want to continue with the series. And I was like, yeah, I need, like, I can tell you anything, but it's not like anything you need to know to go in the next book.
Yeah. I just remember like she quits her job at the end of the book, so
yeah.
And there's a bigger age gap between her and her husband than there is between her and King. So, and the fact that society looks more down upon her and King's relationship than her and the actual grooming relationship she was in.
Yeah. Yep. I will say though, like, I love these 4 books, right? I love the first 4 books, but the 5th book is like my favorite.
Level.
I cannot wait to reread that book.
I know. It's just so good. Because I just really like, because I was worried because like they grew up together. And I know you said like QB Tyler's a little too taboo for you, which is fine because like they grew up together, step siblings in the QB Tyler book, and that's way more taboo than with Nova and Lila. So, and I like how Lila's in her 20s during the book and not super young. Because I know a lot of people have a problem with book 2 with the fact that Lou is still 17
Mm-hmm.
and it starts off young. So I think it is a problem too how hyped the series is, because I was reading it when they were coming out and absolutely loving it, but now it's like everybody hypes it, is obsessed with it, that some people are bound to be a little let down.
Yeah, like when I review the books now, like I'm biased for Gianna Darling's writing. So like I love a lot of her things because of that. But I also don't love everything. Like The Affair, I do not like that series. I read it, but it's not my favorite. Now it had to do with her writing, just what the contents were of it. But with this series in particular, I think that she's setting a lot of stuff up for other series that she wants to do, and I'm really excited for that. So I think that I don't know, I think it gets a lot of hype because it's so different than an MC, like other MC books.
Yeah.
So you go in with higher expectations, unfortunately, because so many people like it.
Well, and like once we get to these two, the third and the fourth, they are the least favorite in the series.
Yeah.
And this one's definitely like a bridge book. It's there to bridge the plot and doesn't really give us more. I mean, like we get to see them get married, but like it doesn't give us a new romance to obsess over.
Yeah.
It's not even like the favorite couple of the series. So,
yeah. Which I find interesting. That's why I think like I wanted to ask her, just because like I'm curious as a reader. Like, I don't know if she said this. Like, did she plan? Like, I know she said she has an idea already in her head, but she's not a plotter. So I wonder if she got to book 4 and was like, I need to do something, or book 3, and she's like,
right. No, she said she knows who everybody's about, like what every
Mhm.
book's about. So did she already plan having Cress and King have a second book?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because this is her first big series, although her other books are small, like 2 duets or trilogies.
Yeah. Yeah. What are your favorite books in the series, though? Because I know people said book 2 is their favorite.
Zeus is really good. I love him.
Yeah. But I know a lot of people don't even like book 1, so I don't know. A lot of people love book 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's because how Priest is, like how literal bananas he is. You know what? Looking back and doing my reread, like I love King and Cress so much. I have such an appreciation for King and the way he is, just as like a person. But I will say, Lessons and After the Fall is like my least favorite, not because of anything like with the couple or the romance or the writing. I just love all the other ones.
Yeah. But I think, yeah. I don't know. I don't want you guys to be disappointed in a Priest book. I liked Priest book, but it wasn't my favorite. Like he's very dark. And there's like blood play, knife play stuff, which is dark for what I normally enjoy in my romances. So,
oh, some people are saying good gone bad. Okay.
Interesting. You liked it better than book 2. I know book 2 was definitely a fan favorite. And I'm pretty sure book 2 has like the most people who've read it out of all the books, even though it's the second book in the series. I am interested though because, and I'm trying to not buy too many special edition stuff, but Gianna's going to be in the April Dark and Corky box. No, the May one. And it's $100. But there's 4 books in the box. But the box is $100.
Oh.
And I'm like, but it's Gianna. But like,
why would they do that? What's the other authors? Do you know?
I don't remember. They're on their website because the box is going to go on sale May 1st. But
okay, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Dude, we're going to this Texas thing though.
Yeah, I know.
Good. Yeah, it's interesting to see like once we read all of them, how would we rank them? I wonder how many people, because some people are saying already like book 5. I wonder how many people are rereading versus reading for the first time.
Right.
I'm interested in that.
But you definitely see her writing improve throughout these books, and, like, the
Yeah,
development of relationships improve. Especially considering book 1's also very insta-love. Which I know not a
it
lot of
is.
people like.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are not like, all right. I don't know where this book is.
The books
Where's
do
it?
get longer too as we go on.
Oh yeah, when my paperbacks came in, I saw Dead Man Walking. I was like, this book is that big?
Dead Man Walking is so long.
Is it on their Instagram, Jess?
It should be. No, it might be on their website. So Tori and I impulsively bought Book Bonanza tickets yesterday. So we are going.
Yes.
Even though I complain about Book Bonanza because it's so expensive, we decided to go.
Yeah, I'm stuttering. Honestly, it was one of those things. Brandon was like, "What are you doing?" Because we were going to like a motorcycle store last night because they went to go pick up some stuff.
And I was just like, sitting on my phone, like furiously.
Like I was walking around the store and he's like, hold this, and I would just hold it and I'd be texting on my phone walking around. Then I look up, I'm like, I don't even know where he went. And my phone was at like 2% the whole time. So I kept having to run to the car to plug it in. But it was one of those things where I was like, are you gonna go? And then you were like,
I'll go if you go.
But I'll go if you go. I'm like, but I'll go if you go though. You have to say yes first because I don't want to be the one to say yes.
And we found tickets and they're hard to get and we got them. So
yeah.
And now we have a room, which is exciting too.
I know. Carrie messaged me. She was like, okay, I'm gonna try and buy tickets. And I was like, okay.
I told her that we got them in the Facebook group. So I just had to buy my plane ticket.
Okay. I don't see this box, Jess.
It's dark and quirky.
Yeah, I went on their Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not on there. I swear my email's blown up. I don't understand why. I went to shop.
Let me find it. I think it's under their subscription, but their subscription's not for sale right now, so maybe they took that down.
Oh gosh. I just wanted to see what they are. Okay, hang on. Dark and quirky. There's so many book boxes. And now the bookish box is coming out with a different one.
I don't know. And then I almost got the bookworm box. Oh, thank you. I knew Runix was one of them.
Ooh. I don't know 2 of those, but I like Runix's stuff.
I read an Anne Malcolm and DNF'd it. It was a motorcycle romance, but that was a while ago. Which their covers are pretty, so I might.
But isn't Gianna doing a book box by herself?
But it's not exclusive covers. But she did say the hardback might be in that box for Caution to the Wind.
Yeah, I'm still kicking myself. I'm like, for the duet one.
I know.
So I'm like, I'm not missing out on this one.
Yeah, but
apparently I'm stupid and I missed it on their Instagram because I literally just scrolled, but I go too fast, so it's fine.
But where on their Instagram?
But that's $100. I don't 50-50. I don't know. Like 50% of those authors, 2 out of the 4 I like.
Right.
We can't even go halvesies. Like I would be like, let's go halvesies.
No, we both want Jan's book, so no.
Do they usually sell the extras? Do you know? You know how like Hello Lovely is selling?
Right. I don't know because I'm assuming they'll sell out of this box.
Yeah. I mean,
they sold out within like 15 minutes of their April box. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I was like super into motorcycle romances a few years ago, and I went to an actual like motorcycle romance author signing. But I didn't finish any of the books that I bought.
Which one? Oh, which one did I buy? This one?
Oh yeah, and then she didn't show up to the signing.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if I should read her book or not.
But it was like $5 on Amazon.
Yeah. The paperbacks were like $6.
Are we just blind?
Oh, I think I'm blind.
I see cover reveal, special edition. Author announcement. There it is. I found it.
How far down is
it? It's from February 10th.
Oh, see, I didn't go that far.
March was Mafia. Because when I was looking at this, I think Lacey got the 3-month subscription, which is $300 because it's 100. And I was like, I can't do that because then the Mafia one is Kurduki, who I tried reading, I think that one for the Seven Deadly Sins thing that Gianna was part of, and I didn't like it. Bella Matthews, Bella DeCordy, and then Rena Kent, and the only one I know is Rena Kent. April looks good, but I don't read some of those people. Because Lucy Smoke, Carlos Renson, Brianna Jean, and Parker S. Huntington.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they would have put Gianna in the Mafia.
Right.
But, I mean, I honestly, I get that. She's more known for that.
Oh, it comes with a shirt, too.
4 signed books, a small business collab. But it's a dark and quirky box t-shirt. I mean, like,
I don't think it's going to say dark and quirky on it.
Oh, okay. Oh, just like when they say like a Hello Lovely box t-shirt doesn't say Hello Lovely. Okay. I mean, I got what, a month?
Oh, so this one
2 weeks.
This one is the Mafia one, so it's like Mafia Reader, and then it has like a bunch of things on it.
Oh.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
$100.
But I almost bought the Bookworm box special editions, and now I'm glad I didn't.
How much are those? Those are kind of really expensive.
20 each, and I was gonna buy 3, and that would have been I wanted to buy 3, and then shipping was $10.
Oh, I was like, what happened? But you mean yourself? I don't know.
I didn't realize I wasn't done talking yet as I pressed mute.
Oh, did you see the special edition for My Darling Venom?
Yeah.
That's pretty. Did you read that book?
Not yet.
Oh,
I haven't.
You mean either.
Do you mean Joanna Wild? Yes.
I haven't. I literally have not.
The Reaper MC? I read a few. I have them right there. Reaper's Fire, Silver. Yeah. I have a few of those.
I read Cassandra something. Cassandra, I don't know. She has like an MC series, and I read the first like one. I read one book, and I was like, okay, I like this. And then I read the second one, and I was like, nope, not.
I have most of mine up there, but I don't remember.
I didn't realize that MC romances are a huge part of like romance. Like there's so many out there.
Yeah.
260 for all of them?
Yeah, for the Bookworm box, but it's $20 per book. And I wanted the Kennedy Ryan and Mara Zapata, but $70 for 3 books.
Like I don't think I've read The Kingmaker. Not Kingmaker. Oh my god.
Yeah, Kingmaker.
By Kennedy Ryan?
Yeah, and Rebel King.
Yeah, okay. I got like Kingmakers by Sophie Lark. I got those confused.
Oh, yeah.
I've never read that duet.
You need to.
Yes. I have a lot of books, but like that's why I wanted those.
I have a couple of Daphne Loveling. I'm pretty sure.
I have not heard of any of these authors. What the heck?
And what is the author's name? Oh,
I see your Bridgerton highlight.
Oh, that's not my Bridgerton one.
It's not? Oh, I thought it was.
No, I think this is my Jeffree Star one.
Oh, okay.
Which I bought years ago, and I don't buy Jeffree Star anymore. But I wear highlight every day. It's my favorite piece of.
Yeah, I wear. I don't know if you can see mine, but there we go.
Yeah. Oh, shiny. When I wear this one ColourPop one, like everybody knows it's it's like very shiny.
Oh, this one's ColourPop. It's the champagne. Mm-hmm. I'll put it on my nose too, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, her Instagram. I do know that she sent out if you're signed up for her newsletter, whatever, you can get emails, and she's kind of been updating that way. So her PA said like last week that they're working on it, but they don't know when it's going to be up. And then Gianna, I think it was 2 days ago or something, I woke up to an email and it said that it could be 24 hours to a week. Or something like that. So I just want her to come back before caution to the wind. Because, like for indie romances, it is so important to like promote and stuff. You're muted.
Thanks. But yeah, I was gonna say yes to hype stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I miss tagging her and stuff, honestly.
I know. Like the entire time we've been doing this read along, she's been off. So it's sad.
But Kingmakers is the one where she is at that Indian reserve, right? Native
So
American.
yeah, she's part Native American. She's protesting the pipeline that his father's putting in.
Oh yeah. I think I started that, but I stopped it like years ago. I don't know why.
Okay. But it's like then they like keep meeting each other like throughout the years of their life. So
time skip. I may have DNF'd it because of the time skip,
but it's so good. And then there's
I know I have to
he's
stick
in
with
like
it.
Antarctica on an expedition and like almost dies. And I love books like, and that's why I read Whiteout by Adriana Anders, because like the kind of like survival of the cold, I'm just like obsessed with. So
okay. I like how we get off topic of the books.
Yeah. Okay, but we've been on for a while. I have to go submit. I'm taking the day off tomorrow if you can't tell. So I have to email my sub plans in. Goodness. I swear it's gotten worse. These are all, this is disgusting. That's all I went through. Yeah.
Do you have fever?
Huh?
Do you have fever?
No.
Oh, okay. That's good.
No. I don't think
I
so.
like how you test it. Like you can tell if you have your fever.
No, I don't feel hot. No. I mean, this feels like a normal cold. I did get COVID tested today. Like I took an at-home test. It was negative, but I also went to CVS and got like the actual flu COVID test. So that should be in tomorrow. I was starting to feel bad today. So like I already kind of set things up. So I know like it's fine that if I take the day off, it's fine. Because
I know have a long weekend now.
Well, yeah, now I have a 4-day weekend, but like I'm gonna be sick. So, but I also want to get COVID tested if I'm gonna go to my parents' house. I want to make sure.
Oh yeah, true. Wait, you guys have Monday off?
No, we have Friday off.
Oh my god, I keep thinking today's Wednesday.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna take tomorrow off, and I wasn't going to. I was like, oh, maybe I'll feel better. I'm like, because I always feel guilty taking days off of work. Oh yeah, no, like I can't leave anything intense. I'm just like, there's 2 things I need to do: this paper and this, and that's it. Like that's it. Yeah. No, but I leave like we have Google Classroom, so it's gonna be on Google Classroom and physically sub notes. But thank you for wishing me to get better.
I literally didn't. I've been messaging you since yesterday, and you didn't even say anything.
No, I just suck it up when I'm sick. Normally, I work when I'm sick, but
Sam just had a cold too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've never had anything super serious though.
You better knock on wood.
Yeah. And I just need, and I'm like, but I actually don't feel good. So like take the day off, even though I feel guilty about taking the day off.
It's different if you just have like a sore throat. Well, before COVID, if you just had like a sore throat, but you didn't feel bad, you know what I mean? Like it's allergies or something. But like if you are like that, where you're like
snot dripping out of my face the whole time. Yeah.
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 Is your sister like, stay away from me?
Yes. She's going to be very mad if I get her sick, but it always happens if one of us gets sick, the other one gets sick. So
yeah.
Hopefully I don't get her sick.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully my test comes back negative.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. Thank you everyone for joining. I always never know how to end these, but it's all right. We'll see you in 2. Oh.
What?
You're going to leave teaching?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is true. It depends on the state you teach too, of what sick days and personal days mean and stuff. Like some people, they don't roll over, but I have over 100 sick days that roll over every year. So.
Oh my God. But you can't
I have 107 sick days.
But you can't use those for like any vacation.
No, I only get 3 like vacation days, but a ton of sick days. We get like 1.25 sick days a month. And they bill. I was trying to look at it today actually, but I don't remember how they billed.
I do know my county announced that like teachers are getting like a $2,000 bonus or something like that at the end of this year.
That's nice. That's not happening for me. I think with COVID we got like a $200 bonus that was still taxed. So
So what, like $100?
Right. It was like, oh, thanks. Yeah. Okay. But that just means I get to read all day tomorrow. So that's just a little bonus.
Yeah, with your
Start some
puppy.
romances. We'll see how that goes. Okay. All right. We will see all of you 2 weeks from today on Tori's channel. And then we're super close to Caution to the Wind release.
Aren't we like 3 weeks away? I think we're like almost exactly 3 weeks away.
I think so. I think it's that next week, right?
2 weeks. This Friday is 2 weeks.
Oh.
Because I live streamed 2 days before.
Oh, but I'm probably gonna get an e-arc of it, so I'm probably have to wait then.
I signed up for her arc team and I didn't get in, so. Wah, wah.
Sorry. She just sends them to me. I'm not on her arc team.
Well, I figured, yeah, you just get it like that. But I did sign up when you sent it. I was like, oh yeah, let me put all my stuff in. Nope, I didn't get it.
Yeah. Aw, I don't know who chooses that though.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, like, I ain't mad. I'll read it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in her books in the thank yous since book 3. So
are you really? Wait, why didn't you say that?
Yeah. I'm on the last page. In the third to last paragraph. Yeah. So you know I'm a mega fan. I've been in her book since book 3, and book 7's coming out. So
are you in this one?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think I'm in all of them after that. Unless I'm not. Yeah, I am.
You know Bethany Chris? I talk about her. I'm in her books and her thank you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, it says Jessica. That's really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
So, like, I'm in my favorite book, too, which just...
That's so cute. You know, I actually went through the pictures. For some reason, I was scrolling too far in my camera roll, and I came across the pictures of, like, the 3 that I took of you guys. And I was like, that's such a cool moment, and now I get to do it again at Book Bonanza.
I know I get to see her again, but...
It's going to be so cool.
That'll be exciting. Okay, we're going to leave. Let me just keep on going. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you for joining, and hopefully you enjoy 5 and 6, and I hope we haven't overhyped them too much, because they're really good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Goodbye, everybody.